Where do you get off taking on the most important and valuable concept that most people have? Yes, you've taken a lot of other sacred cows on, Mother Teresa, but shouldn't someone's religious beliefs in America be their private business? I mean, isn't it supposed to be out of the bounds in America to go after someone's views about the Almighty God?
Well, if they would keep their views to themselves, so to speak, and just meet and talk about virgin births and resurrections and jihads, and or if they're Jewish, pray every morning, as the Orthodox do, that they're very glad God didn't make them a woman or a Gentile. As long as I don't have to hear this stuff, I don't mind at all. If I meet someone who has these opinions, I will, of course, disagree with them. And I won't think that they have the right to demand respect for their opinions a priori. They have no more right to respect for their opinions than anyone else does. But the thing is, isn't it, that they won't leave me out of it. I mean, whether it's trying to have stultifying nonsense taught in the schools under the bogus name of intelligent design, the latest guise for creationism, or stopping stem cell research in the name of God, or saying that AIDS may be bad, as the Catholics will sometimes concede, but that contraceptives would be much worse. The thing keeps on bursting its bounds, and ceasing to be a private belief or a matter of conscience or faith becomes what we call religion. That's to say, people who think that God is telling them what to do and telling them how to tell others how to behave. So I argue in my book that if it could be kept private, then I'd be perfectly happy with it. But as soon as that line is crossed, it ceases to be a difference of opinion and becomes more than an argument, becomes a fight.
Welcome to Point of Inquiry, Richard.
Thank you very much. It's a great pleasure to be on a show that discusses such important issues.
Let's begin by asking, why is an evolutionary biologist and professor of the public understanding of science at Oxford so hell-bent on criticizing religion and belief in God?
Hell-bent's putting it a bit strongly. I think if we took those two things separately, an evolutionary biologist, professor of the public understanding of science, it is true, of course, that a majority of respectable theologians are very happy with evolution. But on the other hand, in the United States, something like 50% of the population does not believe in evolution, and that's purely for religious reasons. So an evolutionary biologist has every reason to be hell-bent, if I was. As for a professor of public understanding of science, well, science is about what's true. I do care passionately about the truth. I care passionately about the freedom to try to understand what is true about the universe, and I do see religion as a kind of organized opposition to finding out objectively what is actually true about the universe. It seems to me to be a competitor in the field, always has been, and that's another reason to be hostile to it. A third reason to be hostile has nothing to do with evolution or science. It's just that I'm a citizen of the world, and if you look around the world, you will see a great deal of bad things going on, which I believe are directly attributable to blind faith.